While we're here, I figured I'd teach you guys about long division. It's might have learned that early on in middle school and never used it again. Most people probably forget about it. I know I forgot about it until I had to use it to divide polynomials in calculus. So then I had to relearn it. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you about it, and that's good for finding the remainder and quotient and mods in bigger numbers. So let's try this one. 367 divided by 25. This is called dividend, this is called the divider. So the thing is, you write down the dividend, put, I guess, a box, two-sided box on there, and then you put the divider right next to it. I'm going to do a little step-by-step process here since it says multiple steps. Put an R there for the remainder, Q there for quotient, and it's going to be multiple steps. So put step 1. Okay, so step 1. We're only going to look at the 3 right there. So we're only looking at the 3 right there. So the question is, how many times does 25 fit in 3? So we're looking at 3 divided by 25. The quotient is 0, because 25 fits fully into 3 0 times, but the remainder is 3, so we have 3 left over. So we write down the quotient up here, and then we multiply the quotient by 25, so 25 times 0 is 0. So then you take the 3 and the 0 and you subtract them. So 3 minus 0 is 3. Simple enough. Pull the 6 down. Have the 6 down here. Now we're going to move on to step 2, which we take this number and we find out how many times 25 fits into it. So 36 divided by 25. Alright, so the quotient is 1 this time because 25 fits in 36 once, and then there is 11 left over. Yes, 11 left over. Okay, so we're going to write down the quotient up here, and then we're going to multiply the quotient by our number 25. So 25. And then we'll subtract these to get 11, which is our remainder. Okay, then we pull the 7 down. Then we have 117. So now, step 3. How many times 25 fit in 117? 117 divided by 25. Okay, so the quotient is 4 because 25 is 117 4 times, and then what's left over is 17. Okay, so then write down 4 up here, and then we multiply 4 by 25 to get 100, and we subtract it from 117. I'll scroll down. We subtract it to get from 117 to get 17. And at this point we're done because 25 doesn't fit into 17, and we have no more numbers left up here to pull down. So, final answer. With 367 divided by 25, the remainder is equal to 17, and the quotient, quo, is equal to 14. And if we were to do this in Java or GameMaker, or let's say Java, 367 percentage sign 25 is equal to 17. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and erase this, and I'm going to show you I'm going to show you that you have been using mods all your life without even knowing it. It's just a cool thing to know, and you realize that you're applying it all the time. And it just goes to show you how useful mods are. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a really cool thing about mods that you probably didn't even realize, which it involves clocks. You probably just saw me draw them. So, the way it works is, let's say it's 1 o'clock. So we got long hand there, short hand there. It is 1 o'clock. So, what time is it in 90 minutes? And you guys are smart. You probably can tell me intuitively. You would tell me it is 2:30. Yes. So tell me, how did you get that 30? Doesn't make any sense. Did you what type of math do you use to get 30? Well, you use mods to do that. You probably did subconsciously. But that's how our brains calculate things when we're in this process. So we want to find out how many minutes there are on the minute side, and in order to do that, we take out all the hours that are over in this thing. So let's say 90 divided by 60, which will give us a quotient of 1, because 1 hour fits 90 minutes, and then the remainder is 30, which matches up with that, because 90 minus 60 is equal to 30. Alright, so I think that's really interesting, that's the process you go through in order to tell time. And you guys probably didn't even know that. So let's try another one, just to show off our modulus prowess, our quotient remainder prowess. Okay, let's see, I'm making this up on the spot, so let's say 6, oh wait, that should be the wrong arm. Let us say it is 6 o'clock. What time will it be in 225 minutes? You tell me. So here at 6 o'clock. Alright, so let's do, we have to split that into hours and minutes. So let's say 225 divided by 60, because that's how many minutes are an hour. Alright, so tell me, 225 divided by 60, what's the quotient? Equal. That would be equal to 3, yes, it is 3. Because 6 times 3 is 180, and then 6 times 4 is 240. 240 is too much, so therefore the quotient is 3. Okay, so now tell me what the remainder is. Or what's the mod, if you take the mod of 225 and 60, what do you get? Well, since the quotient is 3, we can do a little bit of math down here. 225 minus 60 times the quotient of 3 is equal to, this is 180, 225 minus 180 is equal to 45, so our remainder is 45. So, quotient is 3, remainder is 45, the 6 plus 3 hours are quotient, and then the minutes will add 45 minutes. So our time is 9:45. Let's see, shorthand. It goes, oh, that's interesting. I didn't even plan that out. They're both pointing in the same direction. There are they? Yeah, they are. Okay. 9:45. So that is how you use mods, remainders, when telling time. I think that's very cool and interesting. So that's all for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking with me to this extra section of bonus stuff. And I hope that anytime that you have trouble with mods, you'll be able to refer to this video and it'll be all cleared up for you. So that's all for this tutorial. I'll talk to you guys next time.